Hello and welcome to today's video. As it turned out, I am surprised even myself where we are right at the moment, because it turns out that when the timetable started, they sort of revamped the timetables and routes of the buses in the Kirkkonummi and Siuntio area. There are a few extra lines, some have changed names, and some of them have been cancelled, but nevertheless, I will start by creating one new line. At this point, there is a reason, once again, as to why, because there is this one line which I've been avoiding in the area, but now it seems I have two lines which I've been avoiding in the area. And now I have a way out of this avoidance, and I'm finally going to create all of these Kirkkonummi and Siuntio lines. All in one, but we will start in a very, very familiar territory. 183 it is, right. There we go. And it looks like I'm gonna have to use this stop in order to get where I want, which is of course here. So what happens here is that we're going to drive first towards Kirkkonummi along with this old highway, and then at some point we're gonna make a switch to the expressway. Sounds confusing? Well, it might still be, but it isn't for long. And here comes the change. We will turn left here and stop at a stop called Överbytie, Överbyvägen. And that's it. This is going to be the only new stop of the line. I think so. That is right. I wonder if this is a tunnel or a bridge. Let's build a bridge for a change. Haven't done those in a while. There we go. And that's it. The new stretch of road, has been built. Now, then we'll just have to finish the line. Oops. 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 And there we go. The new stretch of the line is ready. Then let's go building the blueprints and go to the lines. We'll of course stop here at the new stop, and then we'll stop. Okay, sorry. Here at Isonsuunti. And then it's gonna be Båtvikintie, Kapelitie. And then Solvikintie. Then we're gonna stop at Pikkala. But then we're gonna stop at Slussen. And finally here at the end at Siuntio. Then we would stop again at Slussen, except that we won't, because we'll go all the way back here to Störsvik. And then we stop here, and now let me guess, we'll just be heading straight to the railway station. Sorry about that, well, I'm most likely correct there. And that's it. This is the line, so it's connecting old and new. I do wonder why it had to be given its own line though, but there are a lot of things to wonder in this wide, wide world. So let's go home. And then take these two stops here. I think this area is now connected enough. The southern part of Kirkkonummi and Siuntio, but then we have the vast northern part. And perhaps this is the time to now disclose my genius plan on what I'm planning to do next, except that I of course can avoid this still further by actually creating the traffic. This line runs You can be serious. It runs once daily. So I had to create this entirely new line for once. Oops. Sorry. I already created the line. I was supposed to open it. Yep, there we are. So I created this entire line just to serve it once daily. Brilliant. There. And now I can disclose to you my brilliant plan on what to do next. Because as you can see, this violet area here, which sort of is empty here in the north, and where the highways run through in the south, this is the municipality of Kirkkonummi. And the center of the municipality of Kirkkonummi is of course located here by the railway. And suddenly when I started creating these lines, I realized that there is a new connection between Kirkkonummi center over there in the south and Veikkola over there in the north. It runs through small roads and it's painstakingly slow to create. I would expect it to 2-hour, 2.5-hour video. But this, and the thing why I've decided to just keep on postponing it is that there is another line running from Espoo in here to Veikkola in here, which is much shorter video, and that would allow me to sort of take minutes off from the Kirkkonummi-Veikkola connection by first building both ends of the line. Well, I realized that didn't help, but what did help is that there is another line I've missed, or which has appeared since, which runs through Kirkkonummi center and through Evitskog to Siuntio in here, which means both ends of the lines are already created, leaving me a longer video making this trip through the lakes in here, and then a shorter video connecting the end of that to Veikkola. And that's what's gonna happen later on this week. But all this will happen in future videos, and as I've now built all the new roads, created all the lines, bought the buses, and set everything up and running, I will announce that this is what will happen in the coming days, and until the coming days and until the coming videos, it's bye.